1, 2, 3, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on, just change the spell shot.
Oh, can I get one?
Yeah.
Oh, Frank, what are you doing?
Oh my god, you've ruining the whole fucking set.
I'm blocking it anyway.
You fucking
Kissed
ruined
it.
the set.
No, it's not in the shot.
That's a team from Guadeloupe. Stick that somewhere. Can have to probably keep that there. No branding though. We can't. Yeah, we've got sued.
Yeah, fuck that off. No free promotion.
Not great. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Background Football Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Background Football Podcast, and we're here again with my co-host Frank, and Lalo's on the show today. And today we're doing the end of season awards. It was the last game of the season last night, Champions League final. I think we should just speak very briefly on that for a few minutes. PSG finally win their first Champions League. You both saw little bits of the game, and I mean they smoked them.
Yeah, I caught the highlights because I was at work, couldn't watch it, but you'd always expect it to be a bit closer. It's a bit disappointing that it was that one side.
I know. The biggest margin in a Champions League final ever.
Yeah, is it ever? Mad.
Ever.
But, I mean, it's a big statement from PSG.
Yeah.
So,
And I couldn't help but actually not mind it. In my head, I was like, because I don't like the club of PSG, but I love Enrique.
Enrique's
I love
great.
Marquinhos. I love Vitinha's such a good player. I mean,
Yeah.
Kvaratskhelia, Doué, they're all just such good players.
João Neves.
João Neves, they've just got such a good team. They play such good football, and when they won it, I couldn't even hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to love Luis Enrique.
Yeah.
It's funny that their first one they ever win is when
Oh,
they get rid of all the
Yeah,
superstars and
yeah.
it's just the young, hungry
I
players.
feel like that kind of always happens.
Yeah.
Like,
But normally it's like a spine that's like, you've had it for like 5 years and then you like end up with it. But they're just a
Yeah.
new team completely that have just,
it's actually insane.
As soon as
yeah.
Mbappe leaves,
yeah.
as well, like
yeah.
he's looking at that.
He'll
thinking,
get his though.
Yeah, he will.
Real Madrid will be back, right?
Yeah,
Back
100%.
Alonso next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I was disappointed with Inter. I thought they just got it wrong, outclassed on the night,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was humiliating.
I thought, yeah. I
felt
thought it was going to be
for
really close.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, their players that got them there didn't show up in the last
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
And I guess
yeah.
when you think of them throughout the tournament, you think solid and don't let many chances, don't give away many chances. Sorry, but don't know.
That Hakimi goal at the start, fucking hell.
They cut through them, and then that just set the tone. But anyway, yeah, congratulations to PSG.
Yeah.
I was tempted to go to Paris last night to join in with the celebrations.
Yeah.
Didn't a couple people die?
2 people died.
Is it?
Yeah,
Fucking
2
crazy.
people died.
Mad.
Nuts.
So condolences go out to the families.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back on air.
Nice.
So yeah, audio cut out as it always does, because we are the most unserious, unprofessional podcast in the country.
Yep.
Anyway, end of season awards. Let's start, and the most obvious one.
Well, just before that, I think we should speak a bit about Tottenham's triumph.
No. The season's done.
I
We need
think-
to-
I
the
think-
season's done. We'll speak about that because in the awards.
No,
we'll get onto it.
I
We'll
think,
get
I
onto
think
it.
it needs its own
Yeah,
separate
we've
segment.
got a most disappointing team
Yeah.
to come, so we can
Yeah,
speak
and-
about Tottenham.
And I've
soon.
got the best moment and the worst moment personally.
Okay, yeah.
So we will speak about.
All right, no,
I've gone
I
kind
would
of
just
prem
like to
for all
say
them, though.
there's a
Yeah.
couple fans of European winners at this table.
Yeah, yeah.
Would just like to say that. and now we can go on to the season awards.
So as
Shameless.
soon as you have a partner, you start piping up.
But we haven't done one since the. We
Yeah,
haven't
it's
done one
true.
since the.
Fine.
nothing to
I've
pump
got to
up.
take it. I'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, player of the season. I think it's
Yeah.
obvious, right? The Premier League.
Yeah.
It's Salah.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I feel like we've spoken about him quite a lot. We all know how good he
Do you
is.
think he's in a shout for Ballon d'Or? Or do you reckon Dembele takes
I
that?
think Dembele's taking it now.
I just can't- But Dembele with
there's something
a
about-
Ballon d'Or just feels a bit
feels
wrong.
wrong,
Yeah.
yeah.
I kind of still think Salah should.
I think he's been better.
Yeah, I agree.
But like,
I-
it's always the trophies.
Yeah,
it's always the
yeah.
trophies.
I think they should give it to him like on merit. For like
Yeah.
past 8 years, he's won everything and like,
Yeah.
been the most.
But they've never really done that in the past.
I know, but
No,
I know
yeah.
like how it works.
Yeah.
Obviously,
do you reckon the Club World Cup will come into
I
it?
hope not.
Whoever wins that.
Nah, I reckon the only way that gets big is if through like years, if it building up.
It could do. You know, in UEFA,
Yeah,
they
because you're not gonna have Liverpool in it. You're not gonna have like so many
it's
good
true.
teams in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, Golden Boot, top assister, won the Premier League, best player in the league.
One of the
By a
best
mile this
individual
year.
seasons.
And he wouldn't have
in
really thought
history.
it beginning of the season.
No,
No,
I mean,
no.
a lot of people said, has he lost his legs, or not his legs, but has he lost the
Just
kind
lost
of
that
Hunger.
Yeah, but I mean, he equalled the most amount of GA in a single season
And I think that was in a
in less games.
Yeah, that
as
was
well.
in a, not in a 38 game. The most in
Exactly.
a 38 game.
Most in a 38 game season, which is insane.
Crazy.
32 or however old he is. I mean,
And the last like 5 weeks, it was wrapped up already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he barely did anything in the last.
yeah,
one.
they were on holiday.
Yeah.
So next signing of the season, I'll let Frank.
Got a few honourable mentions to start with. Archie Gray.
No way.
Allow it.
How much did you sign for?
Actually, no. I'm
You
joking
can't put
about
him
that.
signing
No.
the season.
I'll give an honourable mention for Bergvall. Actually,
Finished 17th.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Finished 17th.
Potential maybe, but
but no, but it's not just about the league. It's not just about the league.
yeah.
Yeah, but
This Premier League list.
But you can't base it off one. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Bergau's good. He's a good player, good prospect. But you finished 17th.
Yeah. There's a few big ones. I've got a cheeky one here.
Well, yeah. So sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You go.
It's a cheeky one. Might not be the main one, but technically you only signed him this year. It's David Raya,
Oh,
and he's got
I like that,
second
yeah,
Golden
yeah,
Glove in a
yeah.
row, and he
I mean, I think I like that. I like
but
that.
technically you signed him last year, but
Yeah.
because of financial fair play,
I mean, I think David Raya has been one of our best players this season.
it's probably the best keeper in the league this year.
He probably has been.
Yeah.
I mean, because like Alisson's the best keeper, but he hasn't played all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of
Consistency.
I'm for the season,
And like you know, he's reliable.
It's hard to compare with like Matt Sells though because of the defensive right.
Yeah.
Even though Forest
Yeah.
defense been unreal, still.
Yeah, nah, that's a good shout. It's a good shout. I went for Dean Huijsen.
Yeah.
15 million from Juventus to Bournemouth. Now already going to Real Madrid. 50 million.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like. At first, I was kind of like, hey, it looks all right. Maybe he's being a bit overhyped. But then I saw him live at the Emirates. I was like,
He is quality.
he's quality. You know,
He is quality.
Quality. Reads the game really well. Quick, big.
No, I think
He's going to be a top player.
I think as well at Madrid, he's going at a very good time because it's like they don't need a centre back right now, but in like 2
Yeah.
years,
And they
so
can
he'll
bed
have
him
2
in.
years of settling in, and yeah, I think
He
he's
bulks
gonna
up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's 19.
yeah, he's
19.
On the ball as well, he's great. On the ball.
Crazy. He's
those Spanish centre backs.
yeah.
Is he actually? He's part Dutch though, didn't he?
He grew up. I think he
Yeah.
grew up in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
He played in Italy.
With Spanish
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
So yeah, who was your signing of the season?
Milenkovic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a great
just,
shout. That's a great
I
shout.
had that on the.
Yeah, I
even
mean-
Elliot Anderson as well.
Yeah,
He's been-
yeah.
He's been great.
Yeah.
Anderson's been great.
I feel like Milenkovic kind of felt like a little bit of a boring one because everyone's been talking about him, but
Yeah.
he has just been.
It's come out of nowhere as well.
Yeah, and Forest, even though, to be fair, I actually think Europa League is a better shout for Forest.
Yeah.
Than,
They're in conference.
It's
aren't
conference. Sorry.
Oh shit!
But that's even
they
better,
are,
probably.
They could win the conference.
But then a team like that probably would rather just the money from
Yeah,
their point of
yeah,
view because they
true.
spent so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
every
and
season.
I mean it's a little bit disappointing. Not that they've got conference, but more. But more. But yeah, but more about the money, right? And the fact that they were in third and they were like in a good position, and you know, there's a few games that they might look back on. I think they drew against Leicester and they had a few poor results.
Yeah, no.
That they might look back on and think, oh,
No, I agree.
we could have got Champions League, but as you said, they'd struggle in the Champions League, I think.
Oh, I think.
And then that in turn, they'd struggle in the league.
They're not ready for the Champions
Yeah,
League.
no way.
I mean, even you look at Villa, like, even though they very narrowly missed out, still, if they weren't in the Champions League, you would have probably they would have probably easily got the Champions League. I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They did well in the Champions League as well, Villa.
they did very well.
Yeah, I mean,
But
they
goals.
they suit the kind of knockout Emery
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Europe.
it's
They
true.
kind of just they
Yeah.
suit that kind
I
of.
mean,
He's
they-
always kind of good in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They nearly did PSG.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they had them rattled in the
Yeah.
second game.
Mm.
Didn't PSG like start the season like really bad in the league as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, PSG is such a weird one because when we played them, we beat them in the Emirates
Yeah.
back in October. Really comfortable.
Yeah.
They didn't really. I mean, they had like a lot of the ball, but we kind of just absorbed it and like got a few goals, and it was like relatively comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the change from then till now till yesterday, I mean,
Yeah,
it's insane.
they're just so good on the counter.
Oh,
So fast.
That goal. Whose goal was it? Was it?
Kvaratskhelia
yeah,
against
Against
Aston
Villa.
Villa.
Yeah.
Mate.
I was just gonna say the one in the final, Doué's second goal.
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
Oh,
when
when
Dembele
Dembele
Kept
did
it
it.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unreal.
yeah. Okay, moving on to breakout of the season, and I've said so someone who no one really knew about before this season. So I don't want to hear like Gravenberch because it's kind of like
Alright.
you knew him,
Yeah.
but he. I mean, you could say like
He
most
just
improved for
improved,
someone
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So I've gone for Kirkes
Okay, it's a good shout.
That's a good
because
shout.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like. I mean, I don't know about you. I didn't really know much about him.
Just like
I didn't know.
football manager player, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I didn't really think that much of him, and then suddenly you start like watching him.
Yeah.
Looking like
He's
he's gonna go to
quality.
Liverpool.
He's
Yeah,
quality.
United top player.
So yeah, breakout of the season.
No, good
Kirkes.
shout. I've actually gone for. I hate to say it, but Lewis Skelly.
Mm?
I hate to say it, but
Yeah,
to be fair, he's come from nowhere.
Yeah.
17.
yeah.
I said him for other things.
Same,
so
same.
I've left him out of this one.
I put him for something else.
I couldn't put him for anything else.
But I mean, yeah, you can't really deny
Yeah.
the kid is crazy good.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Still rash. But,
No, I mean, don't get
but
me wrong.
he's
Like,
17.
he like 80, but yeah.
Oh, is he
like,
80 now?
He's,
Okay.
but, yeah, there is obviously mistakes in him because he's fucking young. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's not gonna be absolutely perfect. He's gonna make some rush challenges. Lose the ball in some unnecessary positions. But yeah, as you said, like he's going up against just, especially in the Champions League. That was when I'm most
Yeah,
impressed
yeah.
against Madrid. I mean, PSG first leg he was good. Second leg he struggled a little bit, but
Just reliable, isn't he?
yeah. And he's going to be our left back for the
Yeah.
foreseeable.
He's good at like drawing fouls, picking up the ball.
Strong.
Yeah, like,
He's fucking
always
strong.
gets his body in front. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good. He's good.
So yeah, Lolo, who's you going for?
I've gone for. Well, I rated him before, but I remember first few games of the season, I was watching him against Arsenal at Billy's house, and like no one really knew who he was. I was like, watch out for this guy, and he had an unreal game. Morgan Rogers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Start of the season, people weren't really,
Yeah.
but he's been unreal.
Because they signed him last January, was it?
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
last
yeah.
January, and then like kind of played a few games last to the back end of last season. But yeah, no, I totally agree.
He's
Rogers is
unreal.
wicked.
I think he's been
Unreal.
the best player this season.
Yeah, I've gone for another. Well, I have another one of their players in my team
Yeah.
this season. I won't say who, but so where were we?
We just did signing. Wait, no, breakout.
So yeah, you said
Rogers.
you said
Yeah,
Rogers.
yeah.
Spoke about him a little bit. Did you say?
Yeah, it's,
You said Lewis Skelly.
Yeah, yeah.
I said Kirkes. I think they're all.
Dibbling, honourable mention. Tyler Dibbling.
Yeah, yeah,
Just because
Yeah.
no one really knew who he was.
and now they're quoting like 100 million for him.
That's
and I'm just
no
like,
way, though.
ridiculous, man, ridiculous. But I could weirdly see someone just
Not in the not from the championship though.
yeah, man, too young.
100 mil, they're taking the
It's
piss,
taking
I'm
the piss,
sorry.
man. They're,
You
like,
don't get that much for a championship
Yeah.
player.
Market's just so
50,
inflated.
like 50.
Even
max,
that's too
I'd
much.
say. Even
Yeah.
50 is what max.
I remember when Gordon went to like Newcastle for 40 mil. I was like, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
And he's not on that level.
yeah,
Nah.
but now it's like Gordon is
Yeah.
he's a good winger.
Yeah.
Good winger. So next one, young player.
Yeah.
And I mean, I should have put it when I
How
said
young?
but
Yeah.
I think 21 and under.
Yeah, because like the young player of the season's like you get like 23, 24
Because like
year
Cole
olds.
Palmer, because it still
like
counts. and
Saliba in
Saliba,
there.
No,
like,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That, to me, they're not
That's what
young.
Gravenberch actually wanted. didn't
Yeah,
he?
he did.
Yeah.
Which I
so-
don't mind, but
How old is he? Like 23.
He's like 23. Yeah. He's not a.
because yeah. So I mean, I went for Lewis Skelly. Like we just chatted about him. I think you did as well.
I've gone
yeah.
Skelly as
Yeah.
well.
I've gone Bergvall. Which to be fair, no, but okay. I actually don't think this is the worst shout because if you he's just unreal. He's just amazing.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player. And
You
how,
know
how
what?
old is he? 19.
You know what? I should have maybe flipped him and Lewis Skelly because Lewis Skelly, I think, has had a better season.
Yeah,
Don't
but there's also something to say that Lewis Skelly kind of came about in December.
Yeah,
There is that to say.
and I feel like he kind of broke out more. He was like he just came in and was suddenly.
Well, yeah, like he played
Yeah.
like he started one game because I think we had just an injury crisis and he stuck him at left back
Yeah.
and then he just like he grabbed it
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's his,
yeah.
which is like I think that's also really impressive.
No, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
starting for like one of the biggest clubs challenging for the title. Well, should have been challenging for the
Yeah.
title this season, and he's just like gone in and been like, yeah, this spot's mine. And You've got 40 million Calafiori and like Zinchenko, Tierney, Timber, all play that position. Tomiyasu, and he's just like, well, they've all been fucking injured as well. But
Probably a bit happy with like the injuries then. 'Cause
Yeah,
he
I
might
mean,
not have got into
so
that
it
squad.
might be it's maybe a bit of a blessing in disguise
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the future.
Yeah, silver lining.
Yeah. Yeah, Bergvall though.
Bergvall, I mean, it probably should maybe go Huijsen or someone, but
Yeah,
I'll
like-
say Bergvall to give Bergvall his.
So you've put Bergvall for like
Roses.
2 out of the 3.
No. It was just an honourable mention for the other. No.
He is alright. He's not reliable yet though.
No, he's not.
He's not
Yeah.
there.
But he's no. You know what? He has kind of carried us through games when at his age when he just shouldn't have to, and has been our best player in a lot of games when we've been dog shit.
Doesn't say much though when you're 17th. Best
But-
player for a 17th in the
But
league.
but on the Europa League run,
Yeah, yeah.
Boy, what against fucking Karabag and Bodo Glimt?
Yeah, I've never even heard of them teams.
Frankfurt.
Anyway,
Frankfurt, yeah.
Yeah,
Ekatike.
yeah, exactly.
surprise package, and I've put in brackets team.
Oh, okay.
So surprise package.
I've actually got one who might be biggest surprise, but I've got Newcastle.
Oh yeah.
Purely because I think last year didn't have the most amazing season, and I just think this year they have actually been so good, and won the FA Cup. Midfield's been
Carabao.
ridiculous. Sorry, League Cup. Midfield's been ridiculous all round. I think they've just been unreal. So, yeah.
I actually that's actually quite a good
Yeah,
shout
not
because they
like-
finished 8th last season, did they? They didn't get
Was it
any
8th or
European
7th?
football.
No.
So
Yeah.
to go from 8th to, I mean, 5th, but Champions League football. I mean, yeah.
I can see them challenging soon though.
Yeah.
I'm-
That's the thing. I think like this year's kind of they've.
I'm starting to get a little bit.
They've got that
worried.
like consistency gene as well. Like,
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
I'm a
they
little
always
bit worried,
grind out
and
results.
They're solid,
Their
and you know.
midfield is fucking. is
yeah.
And their attack. Like, how's Murphy been?
Murphy's
Oh,
so
Murphy.
good. Why is he so
Oh
good?
my God, man.
Why is he so good?
And Isak, if they can keep Isak fit.
Yeah. I mean,
If they
it's
didn't
been-
get Champions League, he'd probably go on this year.
Lalo, who have you gone for?
I actually went for Tottenham because they've been surprisingly bad, and they just never win a trophy. So it's a surprise that they've actually won a shit trophy. Yeah,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
but they've been like
Okay, yeah. So we were on surprise package. It's a bit boring, but I put Forest purely because I had them to go down.
Yeah, so did
I had them to go
Yeah.
down, and the fact that they were even in the conversation to get Champions League football on the last day, like if they beat you on the last day,
I know they would have had it.
Yeah.
they would have probably got it.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just that in itself to me is crazy. Surprise, like that's the surprise. Chris Wood having the season of his life,
Yeah.
Elanga, Hudson-Odoi balling out, Gibbs White.
Langa, what player?
After the way their like transfer window went last year, no one thought it'd work
Yeah.
out like this.
Yeah,
And they like splashed
It was a shambles.
35 mil on Anderson. Everyone was a little bit like, interesting.
But then they sold that keeper as well, didn't? Oh no, that was Newcastle.
No, it might have been. Was it like, oh, I don't know.
Didn't they sell like they sold that keeper to Newcastle as well as Anderson for like
Oh yeah,
some weird
It was
financial
for,
fair play
P-
stuff.
P-
Yeah,
PSR. PSR.
yeah, PS,
What's it?
PSR.
Is that what it is?
Could be PSL. I don't know.
It's not PSL.
FFP.
Yeah,
Oh,
FFP.
you're talking about FFP, yeah.
Yeah. PSR. Anyway.
Fuck knows.
Anyway, so yeah, gone for Forest. And next category, we've got most disappointing player. I'll let one of you two start.
I went for Nkunku just because
Yeah.
I thought he was going to
yeah.
be class, and I don't even know where he's gone or where he's been.
He's actually so shit.
He's just can't get into
been
the
shocking.
team.
Yeah.
He's injured half the season, and when he's fit, he
Yeah.
doesn't look sharp. Can't start.
Yeah.
When Tyreek George starts striker over him,
You know,
It's a bad sign.
Yeah, yeah. And he was like 60 million or something, wasn't he?
I think we got him. It might have been 60 mil, but I reckon
Like
we'll
it-
sell him. We'll still get money for him.
Yeah, but like anyway, it was like a hefty.
Yeah,
Right, it wasn't like a cut.
it was a big
20,
signing.
Yeah.
Right? He was meant to be a.
and he was
big
like
player.
really good for Leipzig. Wasn't
And the weird thing
Unreal.
is, I feel like there's still a player in there, but he's just
sure.
he's just it's
He's going to end
weird.
up going to like another Premier League team and smash. it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just a
I also think he's a weird one where he's not he's not 9, he's not Cam. He's kind of
Yeah.
like this hybrid 10
yeah.
centre forward where maybe in your system it's just
Doesn't
not
work
really doesn't really
when
work.
you got like Palmer in his position.
yeah,
But I've got an honourable mention, Delict, just because
Yeah.
they've just shaky at the
Yeah.
back and he was meant to sort that
yeah,
all
he's
out.
meant to be an experienced
and they
head
still
coming in.
just don't look any better at all at the back.
Yeah, Frank.
I've gone Odegaard, which
Yeah.
to be fair, I actually think it's a fair shout.
No,
I
no.
just, yeah,
I had him on my honourable kind of
Yeah.
list.
I just think
He's
he
been
just-
poor.
He's been very
He's been
poor,
poor,
and
yeah.
he's
There's no-
not been. When you've needed him in certain games, he's just not shown up
Yeah.
at all, and even in other games, he's just not been on it.
No, I totally
Yeah.
agree with that. And there's amongst Arsenal fans, there is like concern that how can we get him back next season? How can we unlock him? Is it a fitness issue? Maybe. Is he carrying an injury? Maybe. But again, it's not really an excuse, and it's kind of just you're the captain. You need to be like putting more. It's not even necessarily output, right? Because I don't think like the stats don't tell the whole story with Odegaard. I don't think they ever have.
No, yeah, and
But
I'm
it's
not-
more just like you don't really see him dropping back, dictating the game. Like he's misplacing passes where usually he's pinpoint.
Yeah, it's probably also he's probably a bit at fault for how good he was last year.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
The last couple of years. And like you feel like in the future Arsenal could rely on other players more
Yeah.
creatively instead
Yeah.
of just him.
Yeah, and I mean that is an issue
Less
as well. It's
burden
kind
on
of
the
like
shoulder.
we rely on him too much for
Yeah,
creativity,
yeah.
and suddenly when he's not playing well, like, we
You
just
can't get
really
it forward,
struggle.
can't get it going,
Yeah. I totally agree with that. I've gone for Foden.
Oh,
Good
yeah, good
shout.
shout.
I just
good
forgot he
shout.
existed,
Yeah,
so that's
same,
probably
same.
why.
I mean,
yeah.
Player of the season
Yeah.
last year.
Don't know how. Should have been Palmer.
Probably should have been Palmer, but they usually give it to the league
Yeah,
winners.
you're right.
And yeah, he's been pretty anonymous throughout the whole season. I can't really think of
Done nothing.
many
Yeah.
games or moments where he scored a few goals here and there, but
No, he's not been great.
the drop off from last
Yeah.
season, and you want, like Rodri's out, you want someone to step up. De Bruyne's not got the legs he did. You kind of want Foden to come in, grab the game, grab games by the scruff of the neck and do it. Like he's a bit more experienced now. What is he, 25, 24,
Yeah.
25?
Yeah.
Little bit more experience, so you kind of want him to kick on and become the main man, and I was disappointed.
He'll be
No,
back
I
though.
agree.
He will be
Yeah,
back.
got that- he's too quality.
He's a
Too
weird player as well because he's like I feel like he has these big dips and then will just suddenly come back and be unreal.
He's not like I don't think he's a player that's gonna like drive City forward. But I think next year
No.
City will be back,
Yeah,
firing
yeah.
all
Yeah.
cylinders, and then he'll
Yeah.
benefit from that. Be
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah. Under/overachievers. I mean, under. I've gone for United.
Yeah,
It's got to be right.
yeah.
I would have put you,
I
but
was-
you've somewhat salvaged the season.
I did want to say you, but I will take the bias out of it.
But it's
and say
the
United.
thing is, saying us is like it's harsh.
No, exactly.
It's
exactly,
harsh.
exactly.
I agree, like, we should have
it's
won
more,
something.
I'm trying to take the piss there, so I won't. United. Yeah.
Do you reckon United finish that low if they keep Ten Hag?
No,
No.
I reckon they go.
No.
They finish higher. Yeah.
It'll only work out in the long run if they actually keep Amarin.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
doubt that's gonna happen.
But it's a weird one. Like they start next season badly. By Christmas, it's like
It's gone.
Yeah,
and then
it's gone.
cycle
And then it's just-
And then
continues,
all the
yeah.
money they've invested
In
over
him.
the summer in him and in the players he wants.
and then it's just the same thing
Same
over
thing,
and
yeah.
over again.
Mate, they're actually in such a shambles.
I like
actually-
Amarin though. I think I liked him before he went. I was
Yeah.
like, he looks good.
No, same. I hate him now.
It's just
don't
United
know,
though.
I'm-
It's United.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
it's
that
United.
squad is
It's a
toxic.
graveyard.
Well,
man.
yeah,
It's-
the club's just in financial just ruin.
if I was a player as well, I'm like, I don't get like aside from the money and the history of the club. If I was a player looking at going to United, I'd be like, what? Every player that goes there, it's like it's just a graveyard. Because I feel like a lot of the players they sign are not bad players.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they like. I mean, when you said De Ligt just then, I remember when they signed him.
It
I was
looked
like,
good.
Yeah.
well, no, don't get me wrong. De Ligt, in theory, is quality,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But there's a reason Juve let him go. There's a reason Bayern were happy to
right,
let him go. And then I
right.
was kind of just thinking,
You're so right.
I don't know.
I
Big
think
wages though. He's got massive wages.
Yeah,
Yeah,
massive
yeah.
wages. He's like a big name. And then obviously the like Xerxes hasn't been it. Højlund's
Højlund.
fucking
That
shocking.
was a stupid signing.
Yeah, they just like look old, and I think they just need to rip it all up and start again. And
I feel like they need to accept that they need to stop saying we're United. Like they need to just accept where they're at and then build from it. I feel like they keep having the mindset like, all right, we need a quick rebuild and get back into Champions League challenging for the Premier League. Like, nah, they're fucked.
it's going to take years.
It's gonna take
And a
ages.
huge squad overhaul.
Yeah.
You need to get rid of so much dead wood.
So much they wouldn't start completely from the beginning.
Yeah. And as you said, I like Hammering.
He's
I remember
good.
watching him, like a few of the sporting games, and thinking these lot are really well organised, well drilled, and I just think if he can get his men, and if they can get playing, I don't know, but maybe just it's not going to work. But
Signings just have to go right.
yeah,
Yeah.
these days you have to go into the market, pick out these.
No more like panic buys.
No.
They've already not got Delap. They've been going for ages. Now he's off to Chelsea. They're
Yeah.
gonna panic buy a striker.
Yeah.
Could just be another Højlund situation.
Definitely splash 70
Cunha's
mil.
a good sign though.
Oh, I
think.
forgot about Cunha.
Yeah.
He's class, but he's another one of them. I don't know
Yeah.
personalities that.
I'm not sure. He's a bit
Right.
rash.
It's another one of them Garnacho. Like, do you want all
Yeah,
them
I'm not
players?
sure. I'm
Yeah.
not sure he would fit into the club.
Yeah.
But a good player.
He's a good. He's
Yeah,
like
he's-
a maverick.
oh, he's
isn't he,
unreal,
right?
he's
Yeah,
unreal.
great player.
So yeah, United underachievers. I think have we all gone throughout the board? I mean, some
Yeah.
other honourable mentions. I mean, yeah, you could say us.
And to be fair,
City.
City.
Just
yeah,
because
yeah,
beginning of the season
yeah.
you think they're going to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just because they didn't win.
Yeah, off
City.
the back of 4 titles.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just and not winning a trophy as well for them. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Losing
But they got
in the
Champions
final.
League. Like, I don't think they'll be too bothered about the season.
no,
Yeah,
it's a bit of a
it's,
throwaway
uh,
season.
yeah,
They're looking forward to next season.
Not too
already.
much.
I reckon. I
else.
already think they'll probably win next year.
I could see it.
Marmouche is going to be
Yeah.
unreal.
Marmouche is really good.
His goal.
Bottled that pen though, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah,
Fucking-
but did Haaland bottle it?
They must have he must have been already.
Yeah.
taking it.
That's a weird
Start of the game,
one,
he
though.
must have known he was going to take it.
I
Yeah.
know, but that's a weird one. It was such a weird one.
But yeah,
Surely, if you're Haaland, you're fucking.
you'd
you're
think like
grabbing the
300k a week,
Yeah.
you're gonna let him take that pen.
ball. Yeah.
Fucking Haaland.
Overachievers. I mean, we've kind of spoken about a lot of them. Bournemouth, Forest,
I'd give a mention to Palace.
Palace,
Just for the FA Cup.
Newcastle, maybe.
Newcastle, not bad.
Even Liverpool,
Yeah, actually.
because
I'll give you it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know we neither of us put them to win. I'm sure you probably didn't put them to
No,
win
no,
the Premier League start of the season. So I mean, the fact that they've just done that,
Yeah.
Made it look easy.
Yeah.
walk in the park.
Yeah.
So fair play
Yeah,
to
you
Slot.
know
and
what?
I mean, it's
First year.
it's a great achievement.
Yeah.
It's a great achievement. Unsung hero, bit of a rogue one, but
Yeah.
who has had a really good season that maybe hasn't got the credit or no one's really like talking about.
I couldn't really find one. I've got like a load of
Well,
A few
let's
mentions,
throw some
yeah.
mentions and just
Yeah, I
discuss.
haven't got one down for this. I need
Yeah,
to think
yeah.
about it.
I'd throw, even though he does get a lot of merit, Gibbs White, just because I think he's so good.
Yeah.
But he, like I said, he's not really an unsung.
not
hero.
really.
He's not an
What
unsung.
kinda
about
like the main
Yuri
player.
Yeah.
Tielemans at
Yeah,
Yeah,
not bad.
Tielemans.
shout,
I think he's
yeah.
been class.
Or even
Yeah.
who's Camara, the other midfielder.
Kamara.
Yeah,
Kamara.
yeah, he's
yeah.
been good.
Tielemans, he's been one of the best
Tielemans is-
midfielders in
yeah,
the league.
yeah,
right?
quality.
yeah.
And they got him on a free,
Yeah.
didn't they?
I went for. So I put Jorgen Strand Larsen from Wolves. and the reason why, because obviously that team's all about Cunha. It's
Yeah,
Cunha,
yeah.
Cunha. The guy scored 14 goals this
I know.
season.
Yeah.
Like, you never watch him play, but he just scores. Like,
Yeah.
Like, whenever I've seen Wolves, I'm not lying and say I watch every game, because I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
but I quite like him.
He's big. He's like
big
a,
and
he's
he's
a classic
yeah,
number
He's a
nine.
prime
yeah.
striker, and just to put it into context, Mateta's scored 14 goals this season
Yeah,
in the league.
and I love Mateta.
And Mateta's quality. Mateta's quality, and like I haven't really no one's really been like, this guy's actually
No,
good. He's
yeah.
really young
Yeah.
as well. He's 21, 22.
He's only 20 mad. I mean, I remember the first game against you, and I was like,
Yeah.
fucking hell, this guy looks alright.
Norwegian brute. Was he Norwegian?
Yeah,
think
something like that.
Norwegian,
He's
yeah.
Scandinavian, isn't he? Danish,
I
could be
don't know,
Danish.
Could be Danish, maybe.
Fuck knows.
So yeah, I've gone for other unsung heroes in Liverpool's team. Don't know, they're all kind of getting their flowers.
Yeah,
McAllister
like
maybe.
McAllister,
I like McAllister.
Yeah. I like Murillo.
Murillo.
Yeah.
Forest.
But he, like, Milenkovic, just compliments him
No,
so much.
yeah,
He's like the
yeah.
rash one.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
For you, Lalo, do you say maybe I don't know, Cucurella?
I feel like he should be rated by now. Like,
He's rated though. I think.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
gotta be, like-
people know like he's
there's
as much
Matt's like one left back in the Prem better than him. I
as
reckon.
much as he's like hated. I think people do
Got
accept.
the dark arts. Like he's good.
Yeah,
He's good at what he does.
He is a good player.
Yeah.
For us, Timber. I think
Timber's been class.
Timber's been absolutely unreal.
Yeah.
He looks like he's about to die, but
Yeah, he's been
but
overplayed,
unreal.
but like it's kind of out of necessity.
And he
rather
was
than-
out for like a lot of the season.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
come off. Well, no, he's been fit this whole season.
Oh, right, it's
but
last
his last
season,
season,
yeah, you're right.
to come back from an ACL injury and play an entire season at
yeah.
such a high level.
Yeah.
I can't think of one moment, maybe there is, but of like him getting absolutely skinned
Yeah,
or
he's-
done.
He's solid.
One of the best 1v1 defenders, one of the best 1v1 fullbacks in defend. Do you know what I mean? In defensive positions
No,
in the league,
yeah, I'll give it to you.
I think.
Tidy.
No, I
Very
rate
solid.
him.
No,
Probably the
he-
best right back in
Yeah.
the league this other than Trent.
Yeah, I'd back that actually.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Moving on. Worst moment, personally.
I don't know
I'll
if
let
like
you
anything else.
Just like a loss or a moment that just crushed you.
I kind of went for Chelsea Villa. This was like the first game we played against them, and we were like, I think we were a goal up. I think we just swapped Sanchez for Jorgensen because Sanchez was having a man, and Jorgensen just has an absolute howler for like both the goals, and then we're back to we have no keeper. That was when we like started the downfall of the season.
Was that like December
like-
times maybe? Yeah.
Just after like the hot streak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough game.
Yeah. Frank.
I'd say.
I mean, the thing is,
we've had a lot.
with you,
but
it's like it probably got to a point where it was laughable, and you kind of weren't actually
Yeah.
that like.
I hope you don't
got-
say the one that's my favourite moment.
No, you don't, I don't think I will. My one is more so. Van der Ven and Romero have been out for 6 weeks. First game back, came back a bit quick.
They both got injured.
They're off at half time.
Who did they play again?
I can't actually remember who it was against.
Could have been us.
Could have been you. It's always against you.
Yeah,
you
it could have
go. But,
I think it was.
Might have been.
That's my next one.
But yeah, that was it. It was just like, oh, fuck me. Yeah, I'd say around February, that was a dark time for Tottenham. February, March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can probably guess what mine is. I know you've got your speaker ready. I heard you turn it on.
No, it's not coming now.
But yeah, that was a kick in the teeth, man. That was a real
The
kick in the
last thing you
teeth.
lot need.
Yeah.
The real kick in the teeth. I'll give an honourable mention to getting knocked out by PSG. That was hard.
Would you rather have their season than your season? As Arsenal.
The problem
With
is,
your squad and given that you should be challenging.
if I'm going from a club's perspective,
If you're that low, there's no way Arteta's even there for the final
yeah,
anyway.
no, he's not.
Yeah.
Like from a fan's perspective, you've had a better season because you're going to remember that moment. Like
They've had to put up with the banter for like 9 months just for like this next month of
Exactly.
having it.
Yeah.
So in the long run, like, it's been a rough season for them.
it's been.
But now they've got it now.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
all worth it.
Yeah.
It's all worth it.
Yeah, and like I hate to say, it, I probably would.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's like
Trophy's a
trophy's a trophy, and
Yeah.
like you, as I was saying, like fans, like you're gonna remember this season very, very fondly now.
Yeah, completely.
No one's gonna remember the fact that you finished 17th. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so true.
And-
My housemate was like the week before the game. He's like, I've been a Tottenham fan my whole life, and this week it will either be Tottenham's best season in my lifetime or worst season.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
literally how it was.
No, literally, it was. Feeling.
Do you reckon if Arsenal in the Europa League, they have a parade?
I actually
Maybe
think you do. You
probably a
know.
little one, yeah.
You
I
probably
think-
would.
probably
yeah.
I
have
think
to.
you would.
But the thing is, you have a parade for every cup, really, apart from the Community Shield. It doesn't really count.
Nah, not really. Like FA Cup, are you? Unless you're like.
I don't know. I think
If you're
you know,
Arsenal, you
do.
don't.
No,
I think
don't
it
know.
depends on the
Think?
club. I think it
Yeah.
depends
I think,
because
I
it's.
think our last one we did. No, but it was COVID.
Yeah, but that.
The
that's
one
like,
before that.
Yeah,
I
but that
think
was
we
like your
did.
first trophy in
Yeah.
years.
That's the thing. I think like for us, if we won any
Well, yeah, I
trophy,
know why
we'd
you did,
have
yeah.
it. But then for you,
Like we wouldn't.
No.
Like, are you-
We've won it. We've done it twice. We know.
Are you not going to
Yeah.
do your comp? Is then there's not.
No, both Europa Leagues we didn't. We didn't have
Yeah.
that.
Okay, yeah.
I think maybe FA Cup.
I don't know. If you're a small club, FA Cup's massive.
Yeah,
Like City.
yeah.
Well, City, well, it's always a fucking double, isn't it? So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just have both of
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They got like 4.
Yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't count.
Yeah, I don't know. We-
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
I mean,
that.
because of our woeful
You probably would.
Yeah.
Europa, first European Cup is massive.
first proper one, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
is that proper? I don't know.
Well, it's the BTEC one,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
still a good trophy to win. I'm not even
Yeah.
putting
No, they'll
anything
be
away from
singing,
it.
You'll never sing that.
You'll never see.
You're gonna be hearing that twice a year.
But that's the thing. This
Champions of
fucking
Europe.
pisses me off. You're not champions of Europe.
Yeah.
You're champions of the
It's
second grade
called the
competition.
Europa
But you know
League.
they're
It's
gonna be
not the-
shameless.
it's
called
Oh,
the
you're so
Europa
shameless.
You know,
You're
all
so
Tottenham fans are
shameless.
going to be shameless now.
We're gonna play you in the Champions League. We're gonna-
Oh no!
Oh.
I'm gonna batter you.
How early can English teams play each
I
other?
think it's the round of 16.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
don't. Or the
You never know with
qualifier
this
for the
new
round of
format,
16
Maybe,
now,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, you don't play each other in the league phase.
Yeah, okay, that makes
Um,
sense.
so
There's
yeah.
so many of us.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Fucking
best moment personally.
pretty
We've
obvious.
talked about yours. What's yours?
I've got Chelsea Tottenham, 2-0 down in like 10 minutes. I'm watching it with Tottenham fans, so much stick, and then they just crumble, and it's great to see. Palmer, Panenka to seal it off. Oh, it's just a beautiful game.
Yeah,
honestly-
it's always great being fucking.
When they're
beating you
2-0
lot.
up as well, oh, you just can't
Yeah,
write it.
yeah.
You can't write it.
That was a fucking great game.
Oh,
And
that's
I-
like I've got that for best game of the season as well.
Yeah,
Just
and that
unreal
was-
game.
that was like after that, there was like genuine talks of like, could Chelsea challenge? And
Yeah,
I
that was-
mean,
you.
I kind of
That was like the first test of the season.
yeah, and I was
Yeah.
kind of like, I remember we saying, I'm not sure they're going to be able to maintain.
I never
it.
thought we would.
I never thought you'd
I-
challenge,
but-
but there was a point where I was like, you look good. Like for next year, I was
Because
like,
I remember when we were like not top, but around top, I thought this year we won't, but I reckon next year we should challenge. But now I don't think we will challenge after all that. But we'll
Yeah.
be, I reckon, if we're in with a shout till like past Christmas, like towards the end, I'll be
Yeah,
happy.
I think
Yeah,
if you
I'll
if you make a couple key signings, I mean, it looks like Delap's going,
Yeah.
and I think that's good, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Thing is,
No, he's good, but I'm not sure. I feel like you're better going for 27-year-old.
thing is, I'm happy with it just because we need that, whoever it is, a starter or not, we need that style of striker in the squad, just like someone, an
Yeah,
outlet,
yeah,
a
yeah,
target.
yeah.
We haven't had that for years.
Yeah.
Too many like intricate, skinny players. We just need a lump target up top.
Yeah,
If he starts or not, he's there. We
Yeah.
need that.
and it's competition, right? You
Yeah.
need like you can't just Jackson's your base.
I
He's
still
your
don't
sole
know
striker.
what they're gonna do though. Like I could see them signing another one, getting rid of Jack. I don't know. They could do anything.
Yeah.
They could actually do
Yeah.
anything. Can never predict it.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
I like it
It'd
though.
be
I like the
interesting.
signing.
No,
I think
I'd-
30
I'd
mil
be-
is if he's bad, you
Yeah,
sell him for
no,
at
yeah.
least that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be happy.
You take
with
it
that.
when you get a
I'd
release
take
code
it.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a bad deal.
Mm.
Yeah, best moments are yours is that. So mine was beating Real Madrid at the Bernabeu.
Yeah, it's fair.
And you probably thought I was going to say the Rice free kicks at the Emirates, which was amazing, but there was something so satisfying about going to the Bernabeu. not just like scraping through, but just going and beating them. Saka missing a penalty, then dinks Courtois later in the game.
Yeah, it's worrying as a rival fan because like you need those games to
I mean, it's the sort of game that you might look back on in 5 years.
builds European like pedigree.
Yeah,
now you
kind of-
have that win under your belt that you haven't
Exactly,
had.
Yeah.
and it's like the fact that they didn't really have a sniff
Yeah,
the entire
Yeah,
game.
it's true.
And the one time they did, obviously Saliba fucked it and gifted for Vinicius a goal.
Madrid
Yeah.
need them like I don't know. They don't have them that talisman like Benzema every year.
Yeah,
It's
it's true.
you knew he'd
Yeah.
sort you out in the Champions
Yeah,
League.
but you even say that like
But
last year
No, you're right. They always win
they
it, don't
did do this like
Yeah,
voodoo shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like recently, every time I've seen an English team against Madrid, like the English teams
Yeah.
like looked pretty good.
And I think, as you said, I was just really happy with the way we handled the pressure and kind of and like
No
not
one
even
could
our
say
full
anything
squad.
when you beat Madrid.
Yeah,
like,
you
gives
can't.
it-
I mean, it's basically a trophy, to be fair.
Shut up. Won one trophy, now they think they're the biggest team in the world. Shut up. Okay, moving on.
I've got a good question to debate
Go on.
at the end.
You might forget. Go on.
Alright, who's a bigger club now, Tottenham or Arsenal?
Arsenal's still
That's a
Arsenal.
stupid question. Come
Still
on.
Arsenal.
No.
I'm just saying.
Still Arsenal.
I'm not sure now.
Come on.
I'm just saying, like your last league title.
When was your last league title?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The league title is now irrelevant.
So do you think Chelsea? I still don't know if Chelsea are bigger than Arsenal. Personally,
yeah, no, I think Chelsea bigger than Arsenal.
Depends how you see
It
it.
depends how you see it, because if you're talking brand,
maybe
fan
not,
base,
yeah, well,
big club, Arsenal, the
It's
biggest
close.
in
No,
London.
I'd still say you're bigger.
European
no.
pedigree.
I'm not talking
Yeah.
about. I'm not talking about that.
And the thing is, you can't. You can say, all right, you've got 2 major European trophies. Fine.
3.
Okay, then we've got 1. If you've got 3.
Yeah, those ones in like the.
Do you know what I mean?
70s.
Cup winners' cup. Like if you take it, then we have to take
Oh,
it.
we're
Do
not
you know what I mean?
counting.
You
We're
can't-
not counting
We're
the
not
ones where
having
you
that.
only have to win like 5 games.
Right.
Yeah, no, but
2.
you can't just throw away the domestic. Like we're the third. We've won
No,
the third most
Arsenal
league
are-
titles in English.
Arsenal are definitely
football
bigger.
history.
It's not really.
All right.
It's not really a debate.
You are bigger, but the trophies, the league. I think the leagues have become slightly more. Your
No,
leagues
they
have become
haven't.
more irrelevant. I'm just saying they have. In what 20 years ago, that's like. I know.
If
I know
you're bigger than
Arsenal
Arsenal, then
before.
Sevilla are like the biggest team in the world.
Yeah, like, that's some dumb metric.
Sevilla are better than Real Madrid. They got the Europa Leagues to show for it.
You win one fucking B-Tech European competition and think you're the
No,
biggest
but
club
I'm just saying the trophy. The debate between Arsenal and Tottenham about trophies is gone now. You cannot say anything about.
Yes, we can.
Until they win
No,
one.
you can't.
As soon as
Until-
they win one,
As soon as you win one, you can fuck.
it's
off.
over.
Yeah, it's done.
You've
It's
got to
done.
enjoy this time.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just
That's
saying.
some dumb
I'm just saying.
debate.
If you haven't won in the last 20 years, we've won a better trophy than you.
No, but you could argue the FA Cup's hard.
It's
to win.
not- no.
You could argue.
It's not better.
Palace played
Yeah, you
Liverpool
know what?
in the
You
final. No,
could.
sorry, Palace played City in the
But
final.
it's different.
It's different. Europe's
It's-
different.
The pressure is different.
Yeah, but
and it's a better trophy.
Is
is. Probably.
don't know.
Some
In
clubs,
Europe.
some clubs. Like if you're Man City, you'd rather in the FA Cup because you're probably never in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends on the club. Big club, you'd rather win the FA Cup.
Do you reckon like a club like Palace
No.
never won a trophy? Would you rather the FA Cup or
I think it's the FA
Europa
Cup.
League? I reckon maybe.
I think
It's
FA
the
Cup's
English
got the
heritage.
history.
Yeah, I think
Got
you're
the
right.
English history. I think
you're right.
most big clubs, apart from you.
But then once you've had some FA Cups, like all that, then
yeah,
that is
like
definitely
in
better.
my personal,
I'd rather
I'd
the
rather
Europa
win
League.
the Europa League.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. The flop signing of the season.
I think I've got a decent one actually. Folkrock.
Oh yeah, I like that.
been.
Done.
I like that.
fucking
He's done
nothing.
nothing.
Next time I've been shit.
Yeah,
Done nothing. And to be fair, I actually thought he was going to do really well when he
Same.
came in. At
Yeah.
Dortmund, I thought he was
That's-
unreal.
that's
I thought
a
he was
good
great.
shout.
I thought it was going to be a good sign
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. I thought that was a nice, tidy bit of business. From
Yeah,
them.
same.
Bringing in an experienced winner. Is he winner?
Yeah.
Not winner, but
Not
like
winner, but like-
experienced,
Yeah.
good,
just
good
a
striker.
solid striker, and he's done fuck all.
I've gone for De Ligt because I touched on it earlier, but
Yeah.
it's just not been as good as everyone thought he would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not a presence at the back.
I've gone for another United player, Ugarte.
Thing is, I know they rate him.
Yeah,
But-
tough. I mean,
But he's not been that good.
no, he hasn't. And to be
Reason
fair,
why
I thought he was.
£60 million.
And to be
That's
fair, I
true.
thought he was.
He's
gonna
another
be good as
panic
well,
buy.
So yeah,
He's a
yeah.
panic
He's,
buy.
he's been available
proper-
the whole summer, and then they get him.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm kind of
proper
like,
panic.
again, there's a reason why PSG let this guy go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then
The
I
thing is,
remember they came from Sporting. It's class. Everyone was in for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
this is what- I don't think he's a bad player. I just think maybe he needs another year to like settle in. But
Yeah.
like when I watch him, it's kind of like, what are you?
I
Are
don't
you a
see him-
destroyer? Are you a?
I don't
Nah.
see him getting to that next
He's
level at
kinda-
United.
I don't know.
He's like a
He's,
Syria, like he's abroad.
I
Yeah,
can kind
I
of just
agree,
see him
I
like
agree.
wasting away there for the next
Yeah,
5
I
years,
agree.
not just being a
It's a
part-time
proper
squad player.
United shit side.
Yeah,
It's
like-
a classic
so
United.
so such a forgettable player.
Yeah.
And I mean, I went from price tag and other honourable mentions.
I'm struggling to think what signings have even happened.
Sterling on loan.
Sterling on loan, Sancho on loan. Sancho, he's been bad, but not that bad.
Yeah, I don't think Sancho is.
Yeah.
Sterling probably, but like everyone knew Sterling was bad. Like,
Sterling.
it's not. That's not a surprise for me.
He's been
He's
shocking.
Obviously, he was never going
But
to play.
I don't
Oh
think
my
you can say he's the
God.
worst signing because it's just on loan.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree. I don't think he's been.
Don't know how we're gonna get rid of him.
He's actually been
He's
so
been
bad.
shocking.
Jesus
But obviously, he was going to be like he was going to be bad.
Yeah.
Like I knew he was going to be
I
bad.
don't know. Like there's a world where he could have played a part, but he hasn't. Not even like a part.
He's
you
just
know what I
lost
mean?
all that hunger.
Yeah.
He just
He's
yeah.
done it. He has nothing to play
He
for.
looks
confidence,
just tired
he looks
and-
done. He looks like he's about to retire.
does.
That's what it kind of feels
He
like.
does,
You know what I mean?
He needs to go like elsewhere.
Yeah.
He should just go.
Fulham,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I could see
yeah. He
him.
probably
Stay in
do
London.
all right,
Yeah.
yeah.
go to
Yeah.
Fulham.
Still earn £100 a week. Or
They're not
something.
going to. No
Yeah.
one's going to pay his wages. No one's going to pay his wages.
Yeah.
Just go to Saudi.
Yeah. It's
Saudi.
got Saudi
Al
written
Attiyah.
all over.
Any others?
Can't think
Not
of
really.
Too many more.
I can't think.
Um,
There definitely are some.
Forgetting signings.
Yeah,
City signed anyone? Other than Marmoush, but he's been good.
Nico Gonzalez, Kushanov, but it's hard because they're in January.
Nah,
so
they
that's-
both look kind of alright, don't they?
Yeah. Gundogan hasn't been great.
Yeah, not a bad shout.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was it was
Chiesa?
on like a free or something. Chiesa, yeah.
I mean, it's harsh because they've
He's-
won the league and he hasn't barely played. But like the fact that he's barely played,
Yeah, he was cheap as well.
he was
though.
cheap, so it's not that. It's
He's
not.
got a great chant as well.
Is it?
I don't know.
I've not heard it either.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Just
Yeah.
I wanted
okay.
a rendition.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's fucking great.
No, I'll take your word for it.
Shithouse moment of the season.
I haven't done one for this. I need to think.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I have. The Haaland ball throw.
I've gone.
Oh
I've,
shit! Yeah, yeah.
It's gotta be that, hasn't it?
Unreal.
I've gone for the
Lewis
reverse
Skelly.
fixture. Lewis Skelly.
That is good,
Brilliant.
but
It's
like
brilliant.
the Haaland one kicked it all off,
Oh,
and
the
like
Haaland
the
one.
bounce of his head was just iconic.
Oh, the
Like,
whole
it's a
one.
great
Funny,
moment.
yeah.
But then, like
Oh.
Lewis Skelly just
He
got
did.
back on.
He
I think
did get
that.
him back.
I think you just got to step back and be like, that's a great moment.
Yeah.
Those two games, just I
That
think it's
fixture.
just kind of perfect.
Yeah,
I
back
don't
it.
mind the ball throw,
Just that conflict.
and I don't mind that.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
kind of like
The
and the
ball throw
bollocks.
is.
the
oh,
Ball
bollocks-
throw is just funny.
It was
The-
jokes.
The ball throw is funny.
There's just no
but
need
yeah,
for it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, but I think just for me, it's like the bollocks on this 18-year-old to go
Yeah.
take the piss out of the best striker. in
Good
the world.
goal as well.
It's a little bit. It's a, I
Had
don't know.
an
It's a
amazing game and scored a great goal and then does that. I just
Yeah.
think that's good.
After he
Yeah,
said,
no, I don't
"Who even are you?" or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And
No, I
so
see.
taking back bias, I think you got to just appreciate that's just like
No,
it's
I
a good
do,
moment.
I do
right?
see it, but it is. No, I see. I'm not going to complain too much. And
You're just
no. I'm not saying. I just feel like he should. He's still not won anything or done much.
Yeah, it's got a long way to
18
go.
though.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
I
It's his
know.
first season,
No,
isn't
no,
it?
no, I know.
I get that. I do. There is that.
But having said that, I actually don't mind it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's like people say he's quite like cocky, but I don't think he is.
I don't think
I see him
he's- I
after
think
like
he's
the,
confident.
after his like England debut, he was like so grateful to even like be on the pitch and all that.
Yeah.
I think
no,
he's just
no,
got
I
he's
don't
got
think
the
he's confident.
arrogance, but in the right way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's confidence,
Yeah.
and he knows he's. A
I
good
remember
footballer.
speaking to Arsenal fans and like you think people got like agenda against him, but I don't know. I feel
I
like
mean, there was definitely. I think people do not like him.
He's
I
good-
think there is definitely something to be said about.
I don't know, I feel like
they don't like a young. I mean, there is a race factor involved. Definitely,
Mate, I
they
just
don't.
feel
They
like-
don't like a young black Englishman.
I feel like
doing
Skelly
well.
is-
and that's
It's rated though, and he's like, I feel like he gets his plaudits.
But
Yeah.
there's salty people. do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
like
There's
he's
salty. And
But that's what you get when he's like one of them players that like he draws fouls. Like he's good at the dark
Yeah.
arts. You're good
no,
at.
I know,
Gets
but
red
It's always
card.
rival fans.
Yeah.
But there was also there was some shocking things of England posted
Right.
congratulations to Lewis Skelly for his call up. It was just a picture of him just in his England just looking happy, just smiling,
Yeah.
and all the comments were like, "Look at this fucking chav! Look at this."
Alright, yeah.
prick.
Really.
No, I
He's
didn't,
such
I didn't
a
see
cunt.
any
He's
of
got
that.
such a
See that.
punchable face and all this stuff. And
You're
it's
always
kinda
gonna get that, though.
I know you're gonna
Yeah,
get that, but it's
yeah.
just because he's for me.
It's probably like the same when like Palmer first gets in there.
Yeah.
You probably think, what?
It's
a
an
dweeb.
Arsenal haters. You're allowed
Yeah.
to hate us. That's fine.
It's the fans though.
I
It's not the
think-
players. It's the fans
It's
that
the
make you
fans.
hate the players.
Yeah,
But
know what I mean?
it's just skewed by just a few
I don't know.
really bad.
No,
Arsenal
it's
I don't
it's
know.
the it's
I
the
think there's
online
a lot
presence
I think
That's
there's a
what-
lot
that's
of
what I
bad
mean.
Arsenal fans.
and the expectations,
And
high expectations. all
yeah, and
the
the
time.
red cards you guys can't take
shut
getting red.
up.
I'm just.
We've had some dodgy decisions.
You have not.
Yeah,
had
Yes,
but,
we
like,
have.
You have
everyone
not
has.
had any more dodgy decisions than any other
Everyone
team.
gets
Oh.
it.
Everyone gets them. You guys think you're victims.
No, hold
You've
on,
not
hold on,
any
hold on,
of-
Not as
hold
bad
on.
as Aston Villa though playing the victim
that's
card.
bad.
And do you remember like the
Yeah,
year
yeah,
before
yeah,
when
yeah.
They
against
got-
Sheffield when the ball was
Yeah,
in the net?
yeah.
Can't have it both ways.
Yeah. No, it is true. It's true.
No, the refs are.
But the one thing I will say, we did get penalised for the kicking the ball away and wasting time and then they got rid of the.
Things, yeah,
Yeah, but you
That
shouldn't
is
have
true.
done that.
You
But
are-
you shouldn't
No,
have
but it's
done
like,
it.
but- oh.
you were unlucky because it wasn't just you. It's just that
Thank you.
whole period. Then they were giving them out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
you
They
were
were
just unlucky that happened then.
Yeah.
'Cause now it doesn't.
Yeah.
Back then
Exactly.
it wasn't just you. Everyone was getting.
Yeah,
I
it.
know,
and you've
but-
got to be smarter about it.
Oh, the Rice
If
one
they-
was so harsh.
But if you're getting, if players are getting done for it, just don't fucking do it. You know what I mean?
You were lucky. You're unlucky about the time it happened.
Yeah,
You
it's
should-
unlucky
you
about the
should've
time, but like you got to be a bit smarter
Given
about
the
it.
circumstances,
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think there's got to be a line of it's so harsh
Yeah,
to
but
give
you-
a second booking
Thing is,
for
it is.
stuff
It
like
is
that.
now. But
yeah,
back
but-
then it was like
and
new.
also, but you can't.
But it was the third game of the
you
season,
can't-
fourth game of the
but you
season.
can't say it's harsh.
They were trying
and
to
then
knuckle down
change
on it.
and then say that no one else got done for it after they
But
changed it.
no one else got red cards like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying because they realised it was probably a bit too harsh.
Yeah,
then
and
they
we
changed it.
got penalised for it
Yeah,
when
Yeah,
it felt
but
like
you-
no one else did.
But also, like, what I'm saying is, like, the games before that, they were trying to knuckle down on
Yeah,
it. They were
exactly.
handing them out willy nilly.
yeah. And you should have realised that and not.
But given
I
that
just think
game,
that's
it was
just
like,
harsh. That's just harsh to say. We should have realised that and been smart. I just think it's just
But they were giving them out.
to us, not to you.
No, at the time they were giving them out.
Anyway, we've had this conversation before, and it doesn't. Fuck off.
I've never even heard this song.
Spurs are on their
Shut
way
the
to
fuck up.
Bilbao. Tottenham's gonna do it again.
Fuck's
They
sake.
can't stop us. The boys from Tottenham, the boys from White Hart Lane. Spurs are on their way to Bilbao. The Kings are claiming the throne.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Spurs go marching. Sorry.
That is horrible.
Shock result.
Shock
the season.
Oh, I haven't done one for that.
Oh, yeah, no, actually.
Shock result.
I'll throw some.
Yeah, go on.
I've got one actually.
Palace winning the FA Cup.
That's what I was going to say.
I actually put yesterday. Champions League final.
Yeah.
Just the
To be
manner
fair,
of it.
Yeah,
The manner of it.
I would never have thought it's going to be as one-sided.
Maybe Ipswich beating you. And you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Leicester being.
Don't know though.
Beating you.
But
Both
I
of
feel
it
like
bad.
we were just shit. Yeah. I think FA Cup's probably
Yeah.
the one. Newcastle.
Newcastle.
I don't know. I kind of fancied Newcastle the
Yeah,
whole
I
way
think
through that
it's the
tournament.
biggest shock.
Because they beat
Yeah.
us, and I was like, yeah, they're going to win
Yeah,
it.
and
So
then-
they needed that.
and then
They've
they-
been going for that
Yeah,
from the start.
yeah,
That was like
yeah.
the aim.
Yeah, they battered us, and then I was like, I think they're gonna win it.
Yeah, I thought so. That's a tough one though.
Yeah, I can't really think of any of it. I mean, there's been a lot of the underdog stories though throughout Europe. If we're talking, like Bologna won their
Bologna.
first cup in 50 years.
Yeah.
Belgium. Oh, what
they-
side?
They won the first league
Eagles.
title. or
Go
something.
ahead, Eagles.
Yeah.
Is that Eredivisie?
No,
Is that
that's-
Belgium? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Eagles. Didn't they win? Something.
Maybe
I'm not sure.
But
Maybe it was Belgium.
it might have been the Belgium.
I know whoever won the Belgian league,
Yeah.
they won their first league title in
Yeah.
ages.
Frank, we're on an hour.
On now, let me check it. It should still be
Dutch. They won the Eredivisie. Go ahead, Eagles.
They won it.
Yeah.
I thought PSV won it.
Actually, let me check. I think that was last. Let me check.
Maybe
Actually. Oh no, it was
give it
PSV.
another
Wait, where did I get that
Was it
from?
Belgium? It must have been
No,
Belgium.
no. Because I thought I heard. No, they definitely didn't win it.
They won a cup, maybe.
I don't remember. I just thought they won something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's see what we've got. We'll go for favourite goal / best goal.
Okay.
Like, doesn't have to be the kind of
Okay.
unanimously
Yeah,
said
alright,
best
alright,
goal.
I've
Just
got a
like
good
what was your favourite goal that you witnessed and
I
like,
liked-
got you off your feet?
The Harry Wilson against
Oh.
Brentford. I just love them little flick finishes.
Yeah.
Then also Jackson against Newcastle. The little palmer on that edge of our own box just played like the
Oh, that
60-yard ball.
yeah.
Just the quickest counter attack.
Really nice ball.
That one satisfied me a lot.
Yeah. My favourite goal from an Arsenal point of view was the Saka dink
Oh yeah.
against Courtois.
Oh yeah,
that was nice.
It was a good finish.
Just pure satisfaction of like when that went in, I was like,
It's
yeah,
over.
we're beating these lot. We're going to go through, and I think that was just it was a great feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
But in terms of best, just I don't know. I feel like there hasn't been that many amazing. I really love Isak's one against Liverpool.
Yeah, or that Mamouche
Oh,
one.
what
That one goal of the season though, didn't
It
it?
should have done.
I think
did.
purely, I feel like that was the best goal.
That
nuts.
was fucking absolute
yeah,
rocket.
yeah.
Got to be some more there though.
Yamal against Inter in the first leg.
Yeah, I've kind of just gone Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing some other Champions League ones.
Then that Kvaratskhelia one against Aston Villa was class.
Oh, he just watching him play, he's just so smooth.
Yeah,
He's like,
him and
yeah.
Doué.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Also
I mean, them three, Dembele, like I didn't realise Dembele's movement and like his reading
He
of
is
the game. He's
rapid.
actually so
Yeah.
good.
He's fucking
Picks
quick.
up some difficult positions. It'd be a nightmare to play against.
He's quality.
Yeah.
He probably gets Ballon d'Or.
I think he will.
Unfortunately,
I think he will now.
it's weird. Feels
yeah,
so
yeah.
strange.
Feels kind of
Yeah.
wrong. But fair play to
Yeah.
them. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
I'd give a Serbi's goal a shout.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
for the
Yeah,
moment
yeah.
and the story.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Team of the season?
Yeah.
Prem.
Prem. Yeah, Prem.
Yeah. I feel like at least half the positions kind of pick themselves. In a
Yeah,
sense.
most of them do.
Yeah.
I mean, I can read mine out, then we can discuss.
Yeah.
I've gone Sells in goal. I don't think he's been the best keeper. I just think Golden Glove, Forest season,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
been really solid, tidy on the ball.
And he's been like a bit of a journeyman keeper. He's
Yeah.
been like back up at
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Do you know what I mean?
I like
So-
Strasbourg.
And I
now
think
he's
he kind
back.
of like, you know what, great season, you kind of just deserve to be in there.
Yeah, back it.
But as I said, I think Raya's been the best keeper this season.
Either of them.
But
Yeah. I'd
think
almost
it-
have Raya maybe a Forest centre back, but yeah.
I'd probably.
Well, I've got-
Raya's probably been better.
Yeah.
But Sells is.
yeah, I
Big
kind of
season.
just wanted
For
to give
Sells.
his flowers.
Yeah, you got it.
Back four, Kirkes left back, Van Dijk, Milenkovic and Timber. I think,
I'd throw a Cucurella in.
yeah.
It's just been better. I think. Kirkes is quality, but we're better than Bournemouth. Cucurella's better than Kirkes. Simple as that.
But you've had dips. I
We
don't
have
know,
had
like-
dips, but like we're still fourth in the league.
True.
He's been like him and Caicedo have been like the only players consistent every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate.
I don't hate either or.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he's not been like far ahead, but
Like, I actually don't think there's been a real standout.
that's what I'm
left
thinking,
back.
that's what
You
I
could
think.
maybe say
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly, but at the same time he's played only since
exactly
December.
that's what I'm thinking.
So
It is a tough one. Probably Kirkes, but
I
Yeah,
because
quite- yeah.
Bournemouth have been good, but Cucurella's.
Yeah, I shout out Robinson as well from Fulham. I think he's been.
Yeah.
I think he's been
good.
class.
Especially first
Last
half
couple
is-
months, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I mean.
for first half season,
Unreal. Assists, so many assists.
yeah.
He was like top on assists for
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's been great. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's and then so Van Dijk, Milenkovic. I think that's pretty.
Yeah, I'll back that.
Yeah.
Like I would have put Gabriel in if he hadn't got injured past few months. I think
I mean,
he's
Gabriel's
been.
class.
I think he's been our best
Yeah,
centre back.
It's hard to throw out. You can't get rid of Van Dijk.
Yeah, no, Van Dijk.
Yeah, Van Dijk.
Like,
And
if-
Milenkovic probably there on merit as well.
Like if
Yeah.
Salah doesn't get Player of the Season, let's say you take Salah, he goes to Van Dijk.
I
can't lie.
agree. Yeah.
yeah.
Van Dijk has marshalled that back
Van
line
Dijk, even-
incredibly.
I think he's
Even
Liverpool's
McAllister,
most important
maybe.
player.
I think he is as well. You take Van Dijk out of that team, like they
they're
start to
done,
struggle.
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah, Milenkovic kind of speaks for itself. I mean, we spoke about Timber briefly.
Timber, Trent.
Oleana.
First half of the
Oleana,
season,
good
Trent
shout.
was amazing.
I just like Oleana.
Yeah,
I like him as
he's
well.
actually
Good lad.
Yeah.
I watched a podcast with him as well. Like he
He's a
actually
joker.
speaks well, and he just seems like actually a really nice guy.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't rely on him for a whole season.
No,
He's got a mistake in him
he does
for sure. But he's good,
Yeah.
entertaining,
Yeah, he's good. He's
powerful. Yeah, he's good.
good. But yeah, Timber.
Timber
we kinda
or
said-
Aina. Timber or Aina.
I think we had the best defense in the league this season.
Yeah.
I think you kind of have to have at least one of our players.
No,
there.
I back Timber. Definitely back Timber.
Yeah.
So yeah, Timber, and then midfield, I've gone. I couldn't decide. Tielemans / Caicedo, McAllister and Rice.
Yeah, I back that.
I
Give a
can't.
shout for Gravenberch.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
tough on Gravenberch,
Yeah.
but I just think Gravenberch has been great, but it's almost like the fact that no one thought he was going to be good is like kind of pushing him further.
No,
Yeah.
I agree. I
don't know.
for
I
that
think McAllister's their best midfielder.
I think McAllister.
Yeah, I
I'd put-
I think
agree.
McAllister's amazing.
I think that
Yeah, I
first
agree.
half of the season, Gravenberch, though, I think if he wasn't as good that first half of the season, they don't get into the position where
No,
they were to
no.
just cruise
You're
through.
But I
right.
think McAllister's probably been more.
Oh no, I still have
Consistently,
McAllister,
he's
but
clutch
I'd
as well,
maybe
he's
have
clutch
Gravenberch instead of Caicedo or Tielemans.
Yeah.
Although
Like-
I like Caicedo, I think
'Cause-
Caicedo's been
Yeah, because this Caicedo's unreal.
yeah.
It's a tough one to fit him in there.
He's unreal.
But he is
Yeah.
unreal.
Tielemans has been Villa's maybe best
He's
player.
been great, yeah.
Unreal. And Rice, I mean, there's an argument, right? He had a slow start, that's fair. But from November onwards, he's been.
He's been
A
good. He's
fucking
obviously his
immense.
class, isn't he?
And like, he's
Yeah.
he's adding more goals, more assists.
Yeah.
And I think you can't take away the fact that we've had a disappointing season. That
Yeah,
he's
No,
been.
no. The
one of the best
one thing I
midfielders in
will
the
say,
league.
and to be fair, I think I would still have him in. I think his role in your Champions League run
Yeah.
skews it a little bit.
I
But
think he's been.
no, I'm saying skews it a bit in like makes him see like he's because he was.
But
I don't know.
makes
I
it
know.
look
It
like
made me
recency
feel like he
bias.
had slightly
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe,
But I think I'd still have him.
Yeah,
But I'm just
yeah.
saying I think that if we're just looking at the league, I think just those big moments, obviously Madrid and him
Yeah.
driving you through games.
It's also like
He's been great though. He's
energy
been no.
and
I think I'd still have
the
him.
the running back tracking. Do you remember that tackle against United? Where he like ran like 70 yards to make it lasted.
He is
It's
good.
like it's stuff
I
like that.
was
man.
poor.
I mean-
from United. it was.
Like I like yeah. Anyway,
But yeah.
between Tielemans and Caicedo, I probably because Chelsea got Champions League football. I think you kind of have to have a Chelsea player in
Yeah,
there. So
I
think
love
it's
Tielemans
Caicedo.
a lot, but he's not been better.
No,
Can't
yeah,
say
no,
it's been
yeah.
better, really.
I think
No.
it's between Caicedo and
Different players
Gravenberch,
though.
personally.
Yeah. I don't know. I
I'd
think-
probably have to go with Gravenberch just because they won the league.
Yeah.
But like,
Caicedo's
I'm
been
not
unreal.
swapping Gravenberch for Caicedo any day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. I think Caicedo's better. Player.
Yeah, I mean, you could easily put like just so many Liverpool.
But like,
players.
Caicedo's maybe more like integral to our team.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like without him, we're down with
He
Tottenham.
Like,
runs
he's
through
yeah.
midfield.
he's by
Yeah.
far
He's
your
like
best player.
Kante
No,
reborn,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
Let me rephrase that.
he's-
He's not by far your best player. He's like
Like
you could argue he's most
important.
important.
Oh yeah, I think he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Because
I think he
Palmer's
is.
your best player, but then he's like the best player in
Exactly,
the
yeah.
defensive areas.
He's
Yeah.
unreal. Yeah, he's everywhere.
And then going forward, I mean, it's a difficult one because there was no standout left winger, so you've got to do a bit of shape
left wing.
Yeah,
So Salah obviously on the right.
yeah.
I've got Isak on the left and then Mbeumo up top.
Isak on the left. No, surely it's got to be Isak up top and Buemo on the left.
Yeah,
If
but
you-
Mbeumo's just played on the
Bemo's
right.
been unreal, but
No,
I'm gonna stick Chris Wood up top.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
between Chris Wood and Mbeumo for
Yeah.
me. I just love Mbeumo. I think he's wicked.
Yeah,
No,
he
so
is
that-
wicked.
And Wissa, to be fair.
Yeah,
I
Wissa.
love him.
Chris Wood just goes like, who would have thought Chris
Yeah,
Wood
yeah,
this
yeah.
year? A left wing, I have no idea.
Because there hasn't really been many standouts,
No.
really. Even I mean maybe Diaz. but I don't think he's. I think it's harsh to not put.
Yeah.
I think you just got to switch it around.
Well,
but they can
maybe
be,
just
they
Saka
can be
and Wemble on
fluid.
the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
might
reason why I
have
put
to
Isak on the left because he can kind of.
Yeah,
get there.
oh, it's
be
fair.
fair,
Isak
yeah.
might, probably Isak over Wood for sure. Isak
Yeah,
up top though.
yeah.
Isak up top.
Or Isak
Isak and Wemble,
Wood,
Salah.
or Isak Wood, Salah,
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
and Isak playing slightly off the left. Maybe.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
I've got a bit of recency bias with Chris Wood purely because I've seen this guy miss so many big chances.
Yeah, no,
In
yeah,
recent
but like,
years,
throughout the
Josh-
season,
Throughout the season, he's
Yeah,
been great,
yeah.
and you know the spearhead of the
Yeah,
Forest,
I'll give it to
this
Chris
Forest
Wood,
side.
yeah.
Yeah,
Manager.
Slot, right? It's got to be Slot.
Slot.
I think you got to shout
Our
out
back
Eddie
slot.
Howe.
Eddie
Nuno.
Howe, Areola. Or not Areola, what's his name? Areola.
Iraola.
Nuno. Nuno's done very well.
I mean,
Oh yeah, Nuno.
Maresca's ended up doing a good job.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's done a good job.
He's done what we needed.
Yeah.
That's it.
I really don't like him though.
He's fine. He's not. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of his play style.
I'm not sure you win the league with Maresca.
I don't think so
Yeah,
either.
I don't
But
know.
either way, you can't sack him.
No.
He's earned another season.
You know,
Definitely.
he's just so different to all like
Yeah.
your success.
And now we're getting all his fucking youth players.
Yeah,
in, so
yeah.
all the players that
I mean,
he
yeah,
coached.
he did really well at the start of the season to slim down the squad and kind of pick out his core group of players. And all right, these guys are my players.
Yeah.
The rest
Core
of you, I don't
team.
really care.
Made you kind of back into a
Yeah, the
team.
thing that gives me hope is like towards the end of the season when we started to pick up form again, he like finally started to like change tactics to win games, like game to game. It'd be different, which is what you need.
Yeah, you need that kind of
Which gives me
pragmatism.
hope for sure. Yeah, we can switch it up based on the opponent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Great. I mean, I did. I mean, we could say a World 11, or
It's tough though.
I mean, I think for me it's like a lot of PSG,
Yeah.
Yamal, Pedri, and Van
Rafinha.
Dijk,
Well,
Rafinha,
yeah.
but Dembele, I don't know.
Dembele as well, yeah.
Dembele, it gets tough because
Salah.
Salah.
Salah, Lautaro Martinez, Kane.
No, I wouldn't put Martinez.
I'll give him a shout.
I don't know. He hasn't.
McTominay.
They've not ended up with-
McTominay.
McTominay.
Yeah.
Tomane.
Unreal.
I mean, he won Player of the Season.
Yeah,
Serie
yeah,
A.
I know.
That's crazy.
Unreal.
That could be surprising.
To me, though,
Yeah,
that just
yeah.
shows like the level.
Yeah, of
Between
of United.
How can you have like a team winning Serie A with Billy Gilmore and McTominay in midfield? Crazy.
32-year-old Lukaku.
Crazy.
Yeah,
And it's Conte, man. It's Conte.
Yeah.
Good. It's good stuff.
Conte.
cinema.
Game of the season. We'll do Prem and Europe.
I've gone for Chelsea Tottenham for obvious reasons, and then just either of the Barca Inter games.
Yeah.
Either
Probably have
one.
to just edge the second leg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just 'cause of the
just-
drama.
Yeah, you're right. The
just
first leg
The first leg was
The
so
quality in the
Yeah.
first leg was
Yeah.
real.
Frank?
Yeah, I mean, overall, Inter Barca.
And Prem?
You know what? Chelsea Tottenham's not bad.
Chelsea
shout.
Tottenham was a good
It was a
game.
good game.
I was looking at the Prem games like this. It's
Yeah.
quite tough to pick one.
Yeah,
hasn't
I
been
feel like
like-
it's more early on they were better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It
like
was early.
Newcastle, Liverpool.
Arsenal City. Like
First one.
First one.
Yeah,
2-2.
yeah,
I mean, they were
that
both
was
good games, but I
potentially
think
gonna
the-
say
Yeah. That one started off slow though, I remember.
No, it didn't.
don't
Haaland
think?
scored
Nah,
like.
it was because you got the
Haaland
No,
scored.
Haaland scored early.
yeah,
And then we.
Trossard got sent off.
Calafiori
yeah.
scored
Oh,
that
yeah.
fucking banger.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
it
I
started
forgot
getting
about that.
really
Oh, yeah,
heated.
did
And
forget
we
about that.
were 2-1 up
You're
half
right.
time, and Trossard like with the last kick of the
That
first
was
half.
a good game.
Yeah. It feels
And then
like
obviously the
so
afters.
long
It
ago.
does.
I mean, it was a while, but it feels like so long ago.
And the
Yeah.
afters of that, I think, just the whole like, all right, there's a
That's up there
rivalry.
for
here.
sure.
Yeah, I feel like the first half of the season was so different to the second half. Just in
Well, it
so
petered
many
out.
ways.
It's
Yeah, it
petered
just
out.
petered, yeah.
And it's kind of just everything was already decided. Relegation,
Yeah,
the
the
league.
first half was so exciting, and then it just,
Yeah, and then Europe. Don't know. I mean, there's been some good El Clasicos, hasn't there? There was
Oh,
the
yeah.
Barca Madrid
Oh,
Copa del
the
Rey
Copa del
final.
Rey, unreal. I actually watched.
Also, Atletico
that.
Barca, I think they won 5-3 or 4-3. And Atletico were like 3-0 up, 80th minute.
Yeah.
or something.
But Barca, oh my god,
They're
best team.
best team to
in the
watch, yeah.
world. Oh
They're
my
so
God.
good. Yamal is just
Yamal was
nuts.
actually
And
ridiculous.
yeah, I'm gonna throw this question. Who's been just no stats, just the best player in the world to watch, or just like who's your favourite player to watch this season?
Uh,
I've got to give it to you, Mal.
I think I have to
Miles
as well.
up there. I mean, Dembele, every time I
Doué.
watch him, is just
Yeah.
really
Doué
nice
and
to watch.
Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, Kvaratskhelia is actually.
He's one of my
maybe
favourite.
for me, actually. I'd still have Yamal, but
I think-
but maybe Kvaratskhelia.
I'd maybe go Dembele this year, just
Yeah.
because he's just so not easy to watch.
Mm.
Just so
Easy on
nice.
the eye.
Yeah.
And when he gets it going, like he is just
Oh, he's class.
quality.
Yeah,
Gets past players way too easily.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sweet. I think probably wrapped up there. I think that's unless you had any other categories we could do. Yeah. Great.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fight of the season,
Fight of the
Season.
season.
or like just worst kind of thing. Actually, no. One thing that pissed you off.
This year.
That's not like another team winning a trophy. Just some little thing that just really pissed you off.
Alright, fuck.
I'll say one thing. When you beat United and Maddison fucking shushed the camera after scoring a tap in. For
I hate Maddison
to,
so
no.
much.
But to get back at Roy Keane, and I was kind of just like, mate, you're 17th in the league. You've just
No.
beaten United, and like you score a tap in and go. Shh.
He
It's
did,
like,
he did
it's
the
so
John
smart.
Terry
Yeah.
full kit, and then just started talking on all the interviews.
Yeah.
No reason.
No.
Why is he doing that?
I got you.
I
got
fucking
very bad.
hate him. I can't
I
lie.
don't like him.
I do not like him.
I've got one.
He's a good player,
When,
though,
when
which-
Arteta said you were the best team
In Champions
in the
League.
Champions League this season.
That-
Classic, that was classic.
That pissed me off.
That
as well,
was
I can't
actually
lie.
a shock.
That pissed me off.
I always see Arteta fucking like videos with like some of his weird team talks, and some of them are just so cringy. I see like the Edison light bulb. That one is weird.
He is the cringiest man.
All I'm saying, right? He did that for the Amazon cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You got to factor that in.
No.
There's
He was like, what
no
did I
way. There is no fucking way
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he like
So
does
funny.
that
And
sort
he
of
pulls
thing.
out like the
Yeah.
extension.
Yeah.
What are you
We
doing?
need to be like a light bulb. Yeah,
Outrageous.
that was bad.
Yeah.
Nah,
That
that's
was
probably
bad.
yeah, that's good.
I've got another.
But that was like
That
3
was
years ago.
you're
now.
right.
So it doesn't really.
That's
Yeah,
where
you're
Bobbio
right.
was still there.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
when we. That was the. We just missed out on top 40.
Yeah.
To you.
Over the course of the whole season, just as a person, Nicholas Giova.
I thought, yeah.
Not the set piece coach, Arsenal.
Our set
and not necessarily him, but just the whole bravado.
The mural.
of it. Oh my god! I couldn't
But you know what
believe
pisses
that.
me off, right? It shouldn't be so much of a thing, and it wouldn't be so much of a thing if every single time we get a set piece, the Sky Sports camera just pans to the guy.
No, I
This
agree.
is, I think it just
But that's because Arsenal fans
play
sometimes-
up to
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Corner again, or
Yeah.
what do you expect?
And he plays up to it. He comes up to the touchline and
Yeah.
does it. And also, it's just based around fouling the keeper.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not based around fouling.
It's
about
based fouling the
movement.
keeper, and then you got found out.
No, that was last year, and then we still found a way to score.
yeah,
from
the
corners.
fouling-
You're just salty. Gabriel fucking dunked on your stadium. 1-0.
It's fair, yeah. Arsenal,
Great trophy.
yeah.
that.
Beginning of the season, you were so annoying at corners.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah,
sometimes like
but we were good at
yeah, I know.
the
But like
delivery.
yeah,
was
no.
like Saka
You've seen
and Rice
ones where, like,
delivery was like.
I'll give you the delivery.
some seasons they'll just give like a foul for them. Like you
Yeah.
were like always pushing on the keeper.
But it's
Yeah.
also we've got a
But
big.
it's smart.
We've got a big.
If they're not
physical
giving
team.
it, you have to do it.
Yeah, and
You have to do what
to
it
be fair,
takes.
I never
I feel
complained
like
on
you
you
can't-
guys. I thought it's the ref's fault, but I feel like they sorted that out.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about what they do is they all start like offside. I like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
And then,
better,
because then when they
yeah.
come on, then you have that one runner back
Yeah,
post.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard for the defence to time the line.
Sometimes, like
coming in.
when
Yeah.
it works. I mean, there is this whole thing of like, yeah, it would piss me off as well. And it does sometimes piss me off when it's not working and they're still panning to him and like just they're still trying to create this narrative of like
Yeah.
set piece FC and set piece that. But when it does work, it's another just way to kill teams, right?
Yeah.
And I think like you can not like it and you can say it's
No.
not proper football, but
When
it's
it's
part of
you,
the
it
game.
has to be done.
Part of the game.
And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining on that front. I feel like sometimes it was almost not amazing for you. That I feel like sometimes you relied on it. Like I remember against PSG, it's like the 93rd minute. You've got
the
scored
throw-in
2
goal.
goals.
It's a long
Party
throw-in
comes
goal.
strolling over, takes
But-
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, but he's got to be told to do that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not blaming.
It comes from
it comes
Arteta.
from the top.
It comes from
but,
Arteta.
that just like, I was just like that is just
Yeah. Anyway, we are so we'll wrap it up there. That's been a enjoyable episode, and we'll get on to obviously the talk from now until next season. Will be transfers,
Oh yeah.
all the rumours, all the done deals, who needs what, and then we'll wait for the next season already.
I do like a transfer window.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's been ruined a little bit.
Fabrizio.
Like you just know 2 months before.
But every now and again, you do just get that.
the
you
one
get
that
a
kind of
little-
comes out of nowhere.
Fabrizio, he's all over it. Though.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Give a like, subscribe if you haven't. Give us suggestions. And we'll see you next time.
Up the Spurs.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the Background Football Podcast.